Friday, February 24th. Can you believe it? Well, it's not quite 10. A few more seconds, then we're ready to go. But in my neck of the woods, I can see patches of blue, lovely little clouds, and it's windy, but it's above freezing now, so that's a good thing. Anyway, the end of February. Oh, wow, did this zip right by? Almost time, folks. If you're there, pop on and say hi. Say hello. It's almost time. I've got some fun things this morning. I hope you're going to think they're fun. Let's see. We're looking at that clock ticking down to 10 o'clock. It's almost time. Almost. My furnace just went on. It is 10 o'clock. Hey, Colleen, good morning. Thank you for popping on. Yay, hello. Okay, so it is Friday, February 24th. I hope it's lovely in your neck of the woods. It was icy morning here this morning, but it's melted now. It's above freezing. So anyway, had to go out to the, I hardly ever do this because my husband does, but he's got the flu. And he even had his shots. Good morning, Barbara Tominski from warm, sunny Florida. It's not warm here. Well, it's a little over freezing, so it's not bad like it was a couple weeks ago. Good morning, Barbara. Good morning. Another Barbara. My Barbaras are joining me. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to do this morning. Here we go. So I have three, actually, well, two cards, but we're going to do a different design of one. But here they are. First of all, this card is the bee card. I absolutely love it. This is using the Queen Bee stamp set right here. I love this stamp set. And I don't know if you can see really carefully, but the intricacy on this design is absolutely gorgeous. Excuse me. You know, to be an artist and to be able to design something like that just blows my mind. But anyway, that's the bee that we're going to use. But this set is really cute. It's called Queen Bee, and it's got dies that match it. And then we're going to make this card, which is so stinking cute, this baby card. Isn't that adorable? And I have it in a blue version. My daughter went on Instagram this morning and said, Ma, you've got to use other colors. So I'm going to use a different color too. I could have used green or purples or whatever, but anyway, look at how cute this is. Isn't that cute? Now this is using the Set Sail, Let's Set Sail stamp set, and this has a punch. Oops, there's a glimmer there. Yeah, and it has a punch that goes with it. So I'm going to show you how to make these. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start with the baby card because I am. That's just because I am. Okay, so let me move this out of the way so I have some space to work, and let me bring everything in that we need here. And I have decided to change it up a little bit, so you're going to have to tell me if you like this. I don't know if this is something that we're going to like. But anyway, of course, we're going to start with a piece of, hey, Doofus, good morning. Good morning, good morning. I'm glad you're with me. Thank you for popping in. Okay, so here is my piece of white cardstock. And then the next thing I did was I decided, now these cards are plain. They don't have well, they're plain. They actually have a layer of embossed paper, of white embossed paper, white on white. But I decided to take a piece of the Tahitian Tide cardstock, which is a really pretty blue, and then I took a piece of a basic white, and I ran this through the time-worn type embossing folder. So that looks like that. So let's see how this is going to look if we do this. So the first thing I have to do is to get my, oh, for heaven's sakes. You know, so last night I was down here. Oh, wait a minute. I've got to go to my table and get my silicone pad, and I forgot to bring it back. So let me just grab it from here. Okay, I got it. Here I am, I'm back. Can't live without my silicone pad. When you have good tools, it just makes the projects even more fun. All right, so let me add a little bit of adhesive to this. We're gonna use snail since I've got a ton of snail. I could have used Tombow, and last week we did use a lot of Tombow. So anyway, here is this, and this is going to be attached to that piece of Tahitian Tide, which is one of the new in colors from this year, from last year actually. How pretty is that? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of this really pretty ribbon. This is a gauzy white ribbon. It's, good morning, Terry from Maine. Thank you for popping on. It's so nice to have my peeps with me this morning. So I'm going to just take this piece of gauzy white ribbon, which I absolutely love, And I'm going to, in this situation, you can see this came from the end of my spool. So I'm just going to make a knot, a nice little knot. I don't have enough to make a bow, which is totally fine. It looks fine either way. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to bring it over to the left-hand side, like this. Now, if I wanted, wait a minute, let me get my ribbon scissors here. I'm just going to trim this off nicely. And now if I wanted to make sure to anchor this, if this was a thicker ribbon, I probably would use some glue dots to anchor it down, but it's going to be fine because this is a very thin gauzy ribbon, so it's fine. But if it needed to have a little bit of extra adhesion, I would definitely put some glue dots on it. So that is that. Now I'm going to come in and give it some, oops, where'd that little piece of green come from? Who knows? Looks like a piece of parakeet patty, which was what I was using last night. So there you have it. Okay, so there is this, and then I'm just going to add a little bit more here and some on this side. Hope everybody's doing well. Hey, Carol and Tegan, my little grandniece. Tegan, how are you this morning, sweet pea? Oh my God, she's so stinking cute. She often says, I'm actually hysterical. And you are, Tegan. You are very hysterical. You make your auntie laugh. All right, so here is a piece on top of this. Look like that. There we go. Perfect. Now I just wanted to make sure too that I had the timeless type in the correct orientation. Even though it's very vague, it's old-fashioned, you want to make sure the words are visible in the right orientation. All right, so there is that. Now I'm going to take a piece of basic white cardstock that I ran through my decal die. Actually, if you remember a couple weeks ago when I did the beach card, this was the insert. We had a sleepover last night. Oh, how fun was that? What fun to have the little munchkins come and sleep over. I love it. All right, so this piece was the piece that was left over from that beach card. This is the insert. So I never waste anything. I always make sure that I have some purpose for everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Tahitian Tide ink, and I'm going to take the stamp that says hello baby, and I'm just going to ink it, and I'm going to put it right here, right at the very bottom like this. Oh, I should have oh, it worked. It's okay. It worked. It came out fine. And then I'm going to take this and my envelope, and I'm going to put this on the outside of my envelope too. Just a little cute little message on the outside of the envelope. Let me bring this in so you can see better. All right. And we're going to put this right here. Like this. How cute is that? Isn't that going to be cute when she gets it in the mail? When somebody gets it in the mail? Now let me take this away. Now the next thing I did was I had already taken my stamp sets from this set. I took the sails and the mast and the sail and the boat itself, and I stamped them in Tahitian Tide. Now what I did was the base of the boat I stamped full strength. There it is here, right here. But the mast, what I did was I stamped on and I stamped off. And now what I'm going to do, just to give this a little bit of extra oomph, I'm going to take it with my bone folder and just curl it once, just to make it look like those sails are actually have wind behind them. And then on top of that, I'm going to put my, let me get this out of the way. I'm going to get a dimensional. And we're going to put some dimensionals on. I think we can do this with 2. This will be, actually, I think we can do cut one in half. Let's do that. There we go. Perfect. And then let's put this one on like this. Whoops. And then this one over here. Whoops. On this one. And then I'm going to take my little piece of paper. And hey, Joyce is here too. Hi, Joyce. It's nice to see you. Now, the other thing is this little sailboat is tiny. So I took one of our thin strips of dimensionals. These come in thin, long strips like this. And I took a little section and I just put it on the back of this, like such. Now I'm going to anchor this down just like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my masts on. Make sure I get them the right way. This one, let's see, I have to look at this. Yes, this one is going to go here like this, just like that. And then this one is going to go on the left-hand side, And it kind of looks like it's floating away, which is what we want, the effect. And then I punched out a cloud. Here is one of the cloud punches. Actually, this is from the Build-A-Tree. Good morning, Joyce. Thank you for popping on. How nice and special for you to join us this morning. So here is the Build-A-Tree punch, and it's got the cloud on top. Actually, it's supposed to be the top of a tree. The stamp set makes it look like the top of a tree, but it looks like a cloud as well. So here is my cloud. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dauber, and I'm going to take my Tahitian Tide ink. Love my daubers. Daubers are fun. And I'm just going to give this a little bit. Oops, I wait, I got some on my finger. Wait. There, let me just get that off with this baby wipe. So what we're going to just do is simply turn this over. And I'm going to just give a little bit of color to this cloud. Like it's peeking through. It's covering up a little bit of the blueness in the sky, just like that. Okay, that's that. Then I am going to close that up because gosh knows how messy I am. We're going to get a few more dimensionals here. 2 is good. And then I'm just going to pop this right behind my the top part of the sail, just like this. And when I do this, this is going to lift up the mast. How cute is that? Isn't that sweet? Actually, you know what I should do? Maybe I should take this and do a little bit of daubing on this. Why not? Yeah, let's bring the Tahitian Tide. Hey, Linda, good morning, good morning, good morning. You must be in Vermont. My friend Linda is cross-country skiing, downhill skiing, snowboarding, all kinds of fun things up there with her friend. Her good friend. Oh, I kind of like this too. See, it just gives it a little bit of an edge, and this is going to pop on top of the layer. There we go, like that. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? All right, see, I'm always a work in progress. All right, now I'm going to bring my base card back, and I'm going to pop some dimensionals on this. Look at how fast and easy this was. Wouldn't this be cute just to give, a bunch of these to a friend? Or actually, just to a new baby arriving on the planet. I used to work labor and delivery. That was my bailiwick, and I did it for almost 43 years. I mean, had some other experiences too, but wait a minute, let me just pop this in here. But I have to tell you that it was the best job because I had the privilege of being with women at their most vulnerable time, giving birth, and I was there to help. But anyway, Auntie Barbara 99, I love how good you do with your Stampin' Up. Love you, Tegan. Thank you. You are so sweet. All right, what do you think, folks? Isn't that cute? Talk about easy, 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 easy. And there is the envelope. So here is one. Here is one that is plain using Starry Sky. That was Starry Sky and Balmy Blue. And this one was polished pink. I used polished pink and stamped off to give the lighter image. So look at how pretty those are. Aren't those cute? I think they are just adorable. So we're going to make these next week, Monday and Tuesday. Okay, so now let's get to the bee card. I love bees. Bees are so important in our life, for not only for our survival, because without the bees pollinating, the world would not be the world. So anyway, here we go. Here is the card. Now, I hardly ever use Very Vanilla. Well, I use it a fair amount of times, but I use white a lot more. But I decided to use Very Vanilla because I like Very Vanilla, and I love this color combination. So what I did was I took some paper from this 12 by 12 pack. This is called Flowers and More, this designer series paper. There's 48 sheets, 48 12 by 12 sheets in here. Amazing, beautiful, beautiful combinations. The color combinations are absolutely gorgeous, as are the patterns. So I decided to take this. This has got some Sweet Sorbet and Parakeet Party and Starry Sky ink in it. And I decided to stamp my bee in Starry Sky. So this is the trick. I said yesterday on my in my newsletter that I've got a trick to show you. Okay, so let me bring in here. This is the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take my bee stamp. Now I've got my bee stamp already on my Stamparatus plate, but there is my bee. So what I would do is take this stamp and stamp it on a piece of Very Vanilla cardstock, which I've already done. Then I ran it through the the Stamp and Emboss and cut machine to take out the bee. And so this is what it looked like. Okay, so there it is, all cut. Now, here is the trick. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that negative piece, which is the piece that had the bee in it, and here is the negative piece. So you're going to put it into your Stamparatus just like this and anchor it down with your magnet. Then what you're going to do is take a whole bunch of cardstock and punch out all of your bees without any stamping on them, just like that. Punch them all out. So here is one that's punched. No, nothing on either side. Sorry, got the hiccups. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into this template, just like that. Easy. Now, I'm going to take my Starry Sky ink, like this, and I'm going to ink up my bee, like this, and then I'm going to bring it over, and voila! Look at that. Look at how, now, okay, so there's a little spot here that didn't come out. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to ink this up a little bit more. And because this is perfect placement all the time, there we go. Look at that. And now I'm going to take it out of my, I'm actually going to use my, pick-me-up tool to take it out. And there you have it. So the advantage of doing this is because if you're going to make multiples, or even if you're just making one, you can always have perfect stamping every single time if you do that. So you cut a whole bunch of them out, and then you use the negative to put the blank one in, and you stamp it. Boom, 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 boom. So you got these all done. So that is a great nifty little tip using your Stamparatus. Very, very easy. So, having said that part, let me get all this out of the way, and let me close up this ink because you know me, I'm very messy. I'm a messy stamper. Alrighty then. Now, let me get everything over here that we need for this card. Here is the base of Very Vanilla, and I'm just going to fold it and get a nice crisp score right here like such. Then the next thing I'm going to do is take a piece of Parakeet Party. Let me get everything done here, so you can see it. I took a piece of Parakeet Party, I took a piece of Starry Sky like this, and I'm going to put some adhesive on this to get them together. And I like the noise that this makes, by the way. I don't know why, don't ask, I have no clue. All right, so here is this, and this is going to go on just like that, equidistant, north, south, east, west, like this. And then the next thing I'm going to do is take a piece of Parakeet Party. And this, I don't know what the measurements are. If you're interested, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to send them to you. But I'm just going to put this on with adhesive, like this. And this one's going to go on the left-hand side of the card, like such, like this, over like this. And then I'm going to take the piece of designer paper. Now this designer paper, I think this is, oh, you know what, here's my ruler. Okay, it is this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/2. And this piece of DSP is 1 3/4 by 3 1/2. So now I'm going to put it on here, just like that. Easy, easy, easy. All right, and there really isn't an up and a down to it. You can put whatever way you want, because it's pretty a pretty interesting design, intricate, detailed design that really doesn't have a top or a bottom. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of the Very Vanilla gauzy ribbon, and I'm going to try and make a bow this time. So I want the bow to be on the right-hand side. So I'm going to bring it like this, and I'm going to turn it upside down, because when I make bows, I like to make them upside down, because that way I can make sure that I can get the fronds to fall where I want them, hopefully. So let's see if this is going to work. So we're going to make this little bow like this, and I think we've got it. We just have to pull it a little snug and a little snug, and we'll pull this down like this. Okay, it's looking good, folks. It's looking really good. I'm just going to pull it a little bit more. Now I'm going to turn it around so I can see a little bit. There we go. Just like that. This is really pretty gauzy ribbon. I like gauzy ribbon. Well, I like all ribbons actually. All right, this needs to be pulled a little bit more. Sometimes when you're working with it though, you have to, you know, finagle the bagel a little bit, which is what I'm actually doing. Oh, wait a minute, you can't even see that. For heaven's sakes, let me get organized here so you can see what's going on. There we go. That's better. Okay, there we go. I'm going to use my little bone folder to get there. Perfect. And probably one more tug. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm liking that. All right, so then, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of Very Vanilla cardstock. I'm going to bring in my Parakeet Party ink, which is so pretty. And I'm going to take this image from the stamp set, and I'm going to stamp it once here, and then I'm going to stamp it off. And I'm going to bring it in here. I want the lighter view. I don't want it full strength. I want it light. And then I'm going to take this little image, and I'm going to stamp it 3 times, very gently, very lightly, like this. It doesn't have to be even. There you go. It's just giving an image. That's all I want, just a little contrast. So that is done. Now I'm going to put this on top of the Parakeet Party. And you'll see how that's going to look momentarily. Oh, I'm out of adhesive. Hold on, I've got to get another one. It happens frequently, a lot. Let's see. Okay. And a little bit here. There we go. All right, now this is going to come right here on top of this. And this is going to help anchor that ribbon down too, which is fine, like this. Perfect. Tap, tap, tap. Nice and flat. This ribbon is really nice and flat. The other thing I want to do on this is take some of my glue dots, and I'm going to put a glue dot underneath so that I can actually anchor these fronds down just a little bit, because I want them to lay flat and I don't want them to interfere with my bee. So I'm going to bring this down just like that. Cool. And put the cap back on. I've stabbed myself a number of times with this, so I know the best thing to do is to make sure I recap it. All right, let's just, there we go. And then I'm going to take my beautiful, isn't that a beautiful, look at that again, that image. It's so pretty. The design, it's incredible how these artists do these things. All right, a few little dimensionals hither and yon. Probably 3, that's a good number. 3, here's the third one. Okay, and I'm very excited because I love bees, and now the bees are starting to wake up. All right, let me just put this on like this, and hopefully we'll get lots of good honey from them this year. And then I'm going to take my little message that's going to say happy with my Starry Sky ink. And I'm going to stamp this right here. I have to bring it down so I can see, so I can make sure that I get it the right way, folks. Sorry about the head. Okay, there. Ta-da! And then on the inside of the card, what I'm going to do is stamp the word birthday. And my birthday is right here. Here's birthday. And there we go, birthday. And then I'm going to take the tiny little bee, I mean, it's crazy how these artists can do this. And I know that there's a lot of technology involved, blah, blah, blah. But still, look at how pretty that is. Wait a minute, let me get this over here so you can see. Look at that bee. Isn't that pretty? Oh, God, it's so beautiful. All right, then I'm going to take my envelope, and on the front part of my envelope, I'm going to add just one bee like such. Now let me close this up, and then we're going to put the word happy on with some dimensionals. Easy. And then I'm going to take some embellishments. Now I'm going to show you what I did on the first one. You have lots of choices with embellishments, and I'm going to give you another option right here. So here's happy, and this is going to go on just like this. I'm going to pull it over to the left just a little bit like that. And then here are my options. What I did on the first card, whoops, what did I just drop? Oh, I dropped, That's crazy. Anyway, these I use the opaque adhesive back gems. These are Sweet Sorbet, and so on the on this card, I put one in the middle of the bee and then two on the happy. But for this one, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these. These are the fine sparkle adhesive back gems. So let me take this and I'm going to put a little tiny one right here because this kind of matches that Sweet Sorbet color family. Look at how pretty this is. Isn't that pretty? And then I'm going to put a little tiny one just right in the center, right like that. Just like that. Then it is time to adhere my card to the base. And I probably should have done this before I put all of this other stuff on, but you know what? It's fine. There, you know, it's not like there's hard and fast rules, right, folks? There are no mistakes in Stampin' Up, and there are no hard and fast rules. Just do it as you wish. Okay, so here goes this, and there is that, and we're going to just put it on like this. So this one is just a little bit different. It's a little bit bigger. It fits on this just like such, like this. Now let me press this down. And of course, it wouldn't be me if I didn't add some Wink of Stella. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Wink of Stella and I'm just going to very gently color in. Look at how beautiful this is. Woo! Love Wink of Stella, and I love this bee. I'm telling you, you know, to be an artist, to be a real artist. I have a friend, Deb Morrill, who lives in Andover, and she is an absolute stunning artist. Her artwork is unbelievable. Just, she does watercolors. Beautiful, beautiful. But I'm not like that. I'm a crafter, and I'm a happy crafter. Yeah, I'm a happy crafter. And you know what? I think I'm going to even color in the word happy here with my Wink of Stella. Very quickly. Easy, easy, easy. Just to give it a little more brightness. All right, my friends. Here it is. Here is the card. How easy was that? Isn't that a happy card? Look at that. Very pretty. Let me bring that over. Open it up. It says, happy birthday. Look, little bee here. Oh, wait, we forgot one more thing. Silly me. The envelope flap. I have tons of this paper, so we'll have plenty of paper to make envelope flaps for all of these cards. And you can actually choose the designer paper that you want, because this pack is 48 sheets and all different designs and different colors and different patterns. So there is that. Does anybody have those little, look at that little tiny black fly. Oh, it is so annoying that we get these stupid little flies. I've done everything, well, I obviously haven't done everything because we still have them. And, you know, I've used the Dove soap and the vinegar and the water and the alcohol and the sugar and the little bowls and everything. And I catch some of them, and I'm watering my plants now from the bottom because my daughter told me to do that. So hopefully that's going to cure the problem. You aren't too late. Jean DeSisto, good morning. Welcome aboard. There we go. All right. So there, oh, I got a little trimming to do here. This is, but there is no mistake. See, look at how pretty that is. Isn't that a pretty envelope flap? And there it is. So here you go. This is the card that we're going to see. I'm going to show you. This is the card we're going to make next Monday and Tuesday. So this is a little different because what I did was this piece of Parakeet Party was larger than the piece of Starry Sky here. A little different, but still the same. And see how nice, having anchored the bow down, it makes it really nice and lovely looking, I think. So anyway, those are the things that we're going to do next week. So, but I have some things to tell you. So, first of all, I am taking orders for these cute little St. Patrick's Day favors. If you don't want to come to my house, but you want some, please let me know. These are $1 each. I'm put 3 little Rolos inside. These would make really cute little table setting favors. I'm also taking orders for Look at this gnome. It's so funny. Look at the, you got to look at the eye and the nose. I mean, doesn't that make you just laugh? Look at how cute. So these little leprechaun hats are adorable. They're sweet, and I'm taking orders for those. These have a whole bunch of Rolos inside, so I'm taking orders for that. And I'm also taking orders for this unbelievable cute card. Now, I am going to be doing a class. I think we're going to do this class on March 4th. I said March 11th, but I'll have to look at the calendar. But I think this will be, wait a minute. Maybe it's going to be the 11th. Anyway, this is the Shamrock Shake card. Look at how sweet this is. This is a Shamrock Shake in mint macaron. It does fold up and it will fit in a card, an A5 card. You can mail it. And then it sits on your desk like this. How cute is that? But if you turn it over, on the back it says, have a Shamrock Shake on me. And this is the little pouch for the gift card. It's just so much fun. Okay, now I have one more exciting thing to tell you. On May 6th, Saturday, May 6th, I am resurrecting my May Day celebration. A number of you will remember a number of years ago, I did a May Day celebration and we had a fun day. Well, this year I'm going to do it. I'm only going to do it on Saturday and I can only take, okay, Carol Ann, I will get those for you. And I will only take, I can only fit 10 people in for this event. So what I'm going to ask everybody to do is if you're interested to come, it'll be May 6th, Saturday morning, and I am going to feed you brunch. It's going to be a lovely brunch. And if you remember a couple of years ago, I did it and I made everything from scratch. I have to say it was pretty darn delicious. It was a lovely, lovely brunch for everybody. And then after we have brunch, we're going to come downstairs to the studio and you're going to make some projects. You're going to be getting the Sweet Citrus bundle, the stamp set, and the dies that go with it. And we're going to make 3 cards and maybe something else, I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, that's the story. But the important thing is, and I don't know what the cost will be, I'm going to work that out today. I know I said last week I was going to work it out and get it out last week, but it was such a crazy week. We had a lot going on in my family, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so I'll get it done today. I promise, cross my heart, okay? So that will be done. You'll have information about that. So the 2 classes coming up, making this card, the Shamrock card, that's going to be either the 4th or the 11th of March. And then May 6th, my brunch, my Mother's Day, my May Day brunch. So I will get information about those 2 classes out today. All right? So, my friends, thank you so much for joining in on this beautiful Friday. It is a beautiful Friday. There's more blue sky right now. It's lovely. So I hope you have a great weekend. And I hope next week we'll be into March and we just have a few more weeks and it's spring and my pool gets open. And this week the Red Sox start practicing. Woohoo! Okay, friends, I wish you a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for supporting me. I love you all. Namaste. Till next week. Bye.